TAMIYA's Panther is a well-renowned kit of a legendary tank. Let's see what you get for your money right here on Gary's Stuff. Hi, I'm Gary. Welcome to the channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. Today I'm looking at the Panther tank in 1/35th scale from TAMIYA, a kit first released in 1968. Now, if you like the video, and I hope you do, give it the old imperial thumbs up on the like button below because every like counts. And if you'd like to support the channel for free, please make sure you've subscribed. Hit that bell and you'll be notified of all my future content as it is published. Other ways to support the channel are listed in the information box below. So let's have a look at what we get in the Panzer V Panther in 1/35th scale from TAMIYA. So here it is. It says here, TAMIYA Panther, the Panzerkampfwagen 5, Sonderkraftfahrzeug 171, version A, ready to assemble precision model kit, 1/35th scale in the military miniature series. And it's number 65 in that series. The artwork is, it's very nice. It's very good. It's slightly sort of functional rather than, these days you'd have some background and some context, but still very nice painting of a Panther tank. On this long side of the package is a reprise of the artwork and a load of stuff in Japanese I'm not even going to pretend that I understand. The TAMIYA logo here and a copyright of 1975, so the kit is from 1975. On the other long side, there's more of the TAMIYA range, the Jagdpanther, King Tiger, the Hunting Tiger, Jagd Tiger, Tiger 1, and the Panther 3. And on the shorter sides, get Panzerkampfwagen 5 Panther, kit number 65 in the military miniature series, bit of box artwork again, and the logo here, it says 1/35th scale item, and a product code of 35065. Okay, let's have a look and see what we get inside the box. Top slides off like so, just comes off. And then inside we have the instruction sheet in English and in Japanese, two completely separate ones. We have lots and lots of bags with bits and pieces, well, 3 bags with lots and lots of bits and pieces of plastic, which we'll look at in a moment. We have the tracks, and we have a sheet of tech tips, assembly tips from the TAMIYA people. Let's have a look at all these bits in a bit more detail. So here we have frame A. On here we have the principal part is the rear plate of the vehicle. There's the crew figures here, there's bits of track, various tools and implements, storage spaces, a couple of tow cables, more storage, and things like that. This is frame B, and it's essentially the parts of the turret and the main gun. There's a couple of secondary guns here, coaxial. Well, that's one that the driver operated one at the front in the bow, and I think this is the one that sits on the outside of the vehicle. Frame C is all the running gear, basically, as you can see, all the bits of running gear we need. Then in its own plastic bag is the basic hull, the bottom of the hull of the Panther in one piece. That's going to give it lots of stability. It does need a bit of cleanup here and there. Then in another plastic bag is the top of the hull. There's the gun position, the machine gun position I was talking about, driver's hatch, or it's the hatch and the viewing port, engine cover, and of course this is where the turret fits. There is one more tiny sprue, and these are caps for the wheels. They're like the centers of the wheels. The tracks come as single pieces in this sort of slightly stretchy neoprene. they've got like a gunmetal-y sort of sheen to them, which is kind of interesting. I mean, you could probably, dull them down a bit and use them, and then just sort of do the weathering in between the tracks rather than doing anything clever with these. But we'll see how clever we have to be. There's 4 holes and 4 pins here. You have to line them up and put them in, and then sort of heat seal them together. But we'll have a crack at that later, another time. There's a sheet of decals as well. For 3 different vehicles, 223, 309, 421. There's a collection of various sort of things that they used to put on their tanks. Quite obviously a death's head and the side of the classic German helmet, maybe, and there's obviously some sort of regional symbol. But these some of this stuff I don't know. I mean, someone who knows about these things can tell me, of course. Crosses naturally, and these white bits. I don't know. I'm sure I'll find out what these are for. Here we can see that this is indeed Tamiya from 1975. I'm only posting on this because these are actually the smallest bits of the decal sheet, and you can see this is our 0.5mm pencil lead. You can see how delicate these are. But it means that things like this white here, it's very, very crisply printed, and white, apart from yellow, white is actually one of the more difficult colours to print well and sharply. But you can see here all the outlining is absolutely centered. There's not a sort of slightest sort of wandering. It's a very, very much constant outline, even in these really much smaller decals here. This is the red is about 0.5mm. So this white boundary is I don't know 0.1, 0.2 mil, and it's absolutely even, which is beautiful registration work, I have to say, across the whole sheet. Very nice. Very nice. The white appears, the yellow here appears just to be yellow. It doesn't appear to be underprinted, so it's not quite as bright as perhaps you might expect it to be, but it's still very good and very clean. Yeah, excellent decals. For 1975, these are amazingly sharp. So here's the English version of the instructions. As I say, you do get a complete Japanese set as well. Printed in black and white. Reprise of the box artwork here. Interestingly, they put quite a lot of information here, which is nice. Makes a bit more of a interesting historic piece. It sets it into history better. On the inside of the front page, there are the frame mats, but also all the parts are named, what they are, which is really good. It's a double folded, so it folds down to less than A4. Read before assembly. Erst lesen, dann bauen. First read, then build. So a lot of this is fixed road wheels C6 onto both walls of D1. So they're actually telling you what the bits are as you're building them, which is quite nice. There's all sort of tips and hints now and again as you go through. The instructions are clear enough. Slightly more sort of like the exploded diagram type sometimes, but they're clear enough. Nice little reference photos now and again for some reason. But yeah, they don't look too bad. Again, instructions of how to fit the driver figure in onto this sort of support frame, which then goes through the top of the hull, so his head pokes out as if he were driving. All these different bits and pieces. I notice here that this is bent. The one that you actually get in the kit is absolutely straight, so you probably have to just sort of use like some hot water or something on that just to allow that to bend nicely into shape when you put it on the model. Maybe you don't, we'll see. Yeah, everything looks pretty good, pretty straightforward, I have to say. A nice bit is you can make the bottom half and then the top, so you can build this, do all of your weathering on your wheels and splashes and whatever around the inside, put the tracks on even and deal with them, and then slot the top of the hull on, which is brilliant. Also, it means that you can construct the top of the hull, paint it, do weathering and whatever, then put the driver figure in if you're doing that, so the driver doesn't get in the way when you're spraying things and whatever. Pop the driver figure in, close up the whole hull, and then just sort of click the turret into place. I think that's the idea anyway. We will see. That looks pretty good. I have to say, it looks pretty good. There it is. The plastic looks good. The parts count isn't crazy, and I'm actually really looking forward to building it. If you'd like to see that video, then the best thing to do is to subscribe to the channel. It's free, and if you hit the bell, you'll be notified of all my future content as it is published. If you like anything you see, please do give it the old imperial thumbs up on the like button below, because every like counts. Thank you so very much for coming along today. Hope to see you on the channel soon. Take good care now, and goodbye.